City of Northglenn, Channel 8, keeping you informed of events in your community.
Okay, I'd like to call the City Council meeting to order. Joanna, would you call the roll, please?
Mayor Downing.
Here.
Mayor Pro Tem Dodge.
Here.
Councilmember Snetzinger.
Here.
Councilmember Malika.
Here.
Councilmember Sowers.
Here.
Councilmember Joe Brown.
Here.
Councilmember Becky Brown.
Here.
Councilmember Whitman.
Here.
Councilmember Escabel.
Here.
Thank you. Would you stand and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Under agenda additions, deletions, I have one, and we will be removing the presentation under B, Economic Development Update by Debbie Tuttle. Does council have any other additions or deletions? No. Okay, next we have an interview by Trinity Waldman. Trinity, hi.
Hi.
Come on up. You're interviewing for the Youth Commission? Okay. Do you want to tell us a little bit about yourself and why you want to be part of the commission?
My name is Trinity Waldman. I go to STEM Launch. I'm an active participant in 2 different clubs, and I'm also a student ambassador. I want to be on the Youth Commission because I want a new perspective of my generation to have something to put out there for kids my age.
Okay. Are there any questions for Trinity?
That's a great answer. I know.
I know.
Okay,
Go ahead,
Trinity,
Karen.
thank you for applying to the Youth Commission, and we have great kids, and you're just another addition coming from the STEM Launch School. I guess a question that I could ask you is, what changes do you think youth can bring to the community through what types of projects?
I think some changes I could see is the way students in my grade learn, the things that we learn, the activities, because we have school sports, and I would like to see other things like that change, or more of my community be more close together.
Thank you.
Trinity, have you attended any of the Youth Commission meetings?
I don't think so.
You have not. You think you can go and attend all the meetings?
Yeah.
You can? You have, with all the schoolwork and all the things you do?
Yeah.
You're sure?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Any other questions?
Trinity, you were at one meeting. I was there. I saw you there.
Oh, I thought that.
When you first applied.
I thought that
I wasn't dreaming.
Trinity, what are your hobbies?
I like to draw. I like to ride my bike, skateboard, just do anything active, really. Snowboard.
Awesome.
Well, thank you for applying, and I know you'll be a great addition. Thanks for coming this evening. Thank you. Okay, next under presentations, it's Adams County Youth Awards, and I will let Jenny take over.
Good evening, Mayor and City Council. If it's all right with you, I'd like to face the group this evening. Tonight we're recognizing the 2016 nominees for Adams County Mayors and Commissioners Youth Award. This year we have 11 amazing students from Northglenn High School, Vantage Point High School, and this year from Northglenn Middle School. As many of you know, the Adams County Mayors and Commissioners Youth Award is presented to youth ages 13 to 19 who serve as role models and an inspiration to all of us. The mission statement of Adams County Mayors and Commissioners Youth Award is to identify and recognize young people who have overcome obstacles through service to self, family, school, or community, and to offer them opportunities to further development as valued and contributing members of society. The 11 students that we get to honor tonight have created positive changes in their personal lives in the face of considerable adversity. I would like to share just a small portion of each student's amazing accomplishments. And then after reading your accomplishments, I'm going to ask Mayor Downing and City Council to come down and join me. And then you will be called up individually to receive your certificate from the council. After that, your favorite part will be receiving cake and punch in the small room off of the City Council chambers. So thank you all for being here tonight. So first of all, we're going to recognize Oscar Salgado Hernandez Jr. He's a senior at Northglenn High School and was nominated by Anna Fowler and Principal Sherry Blunt. Oscar has overcome a difficult socioeconomic environment and really flourished as a student leader at Northglenn High School. Oscar has a very positive, can-do attitude, and he is a charismatic leader influencing others to get involved in many different school activities. He is also very active in his own church and very supportive of his family. Through the DECA program, Oscar has helped new members prepare for competition and motivate them to participate in activities. Anna Fowler states that Oscar is an amazing student and quite an example to his younger siblings, his friends, and our whole community. Due to his positive attitude, hard work, and support from family, you can achieve even the loftiest of goals. Oscar has proven that your environment does not limit how far you can go unless you let it. Next, we have Joelle Martinez. She is a sophomore at Vantage Point High School and was nominated by Priestley Parker. Joelle has chosen to make the very best of many challenges throughout her life. Through struggles with family relationships, she has never given up on the love for her parents and family. The great loss of her father deeply affected her, but also strengthened her choices in the future. Before coming to Vantage Point School, before coming to Vantage Point High School, it was very difficult for Joelle, and she realized that her choices were not benefiting herself or her family. Joelle made a decision to make big changes in her life, and Vantage Point High School offered a fresh new start. Joelle says that she began to learn skills to help her become a better person and student. Through the help from her teacher, Priestley Parker, she has learned how to solve problems, forgive herself for past decisions, and change her outlook on life. Joelle is now on the honor roll with the highest GPA that she has ever earned. She is motivated to learn new things and has changed her old ways into brand new ways that have impacted her life for the better. Oscar Robert Martinez Jr. is an 8th grader from Northglenn Middle School and was nominated by Jill Martinez. Oscar has been through more since 2012 than most adults have had to endure throughout their entire lifetime. In that year, Oscar was diagnosed with a rare form of cancer and underwent treatment for 2 years. Thankfully, he's now in remission and very appreciative of life. Sadly, Oscar's mother passed away in 2014, adding to those 2 very traumatic years. Jill Martinez states that Oscar always has a smile on his face and does not use his past obstacles as excuses or barriers to success. The support of his amazing father has been a key factor to his success. Oscar has learned the value of life at a very young age, and his father continues to support him in reaching his full potential. Oscar takes on a significant role in his family and helps provide care, support, structure, and stability for his younger siblings, while his father works to support all of them. Jill Martinez says that Oscar is a young man who has overcome severe hardships, but does not let them define him or see life through a negative lens. We are honored to recognize Oscar for overcoming obstacles and his strength of character despite the challenges life has presented. Alexander Maltonango is a senior at Northglenn High School and was nominated by Michael Stelling and Sherry Porquis. Alexander has endured a great deal of personal adversity through the passing of his father a couple of years ago. Added to this loss was the painful health issues which have hampered his ability to participate in physical activities. Michael Stelling states that in the face of these extreme difficulties, he is still succeeding. Alexander is very thankful for the strong support of his mother and grandparents, which have helped him turn adversity to his advantage. Alexander doesn't focus on his personal adversity, but chooses to give back to help others. Alexander has been a counseling office assistant for the past year and a half. He has helped the Northglenn High School counseling office run like a finely tuned machine. He is a reliable assistant and is always positive. His positive attitude is contagious, and he has brightened his counselor's outlook even on the very darkest days. Julissa Padilla Mora is a senior at Northglenn High School, some amazing students in Northglenn, and was nominated by Karen Stem. Julissa comes from a very close family and is the youngest and last to leave home. She has taken it upon herself to help her mother, who was recently diagnosed with cancer. Julissa goes to all of the doctor appointments, encouraging and supporting her along the way while still maintaining her grades, attendance, friendships, and until recently, her job. Julissa is the counseling office assistant and helps with new students, translating, and is always nearby to help others. Karen Stem states that she is by far one of the most consistent and dependable students with an incredible sense of self-awareness and insight. These abilities will help keep her strong while getting herself and her mom through what will happen in the future. Julissa exemplifies what people can be if they aspire to help those around them. Her unselfishness and intelligence will propel her far into the world. Jihan Shah is a senior at Northglenn High School and was nominated by Lori Egan and Principal Sherry Blunt. Jihan's family has gone through some difficult times in the last few years due to health issues. They have had to move their family, and they've made many sacrifices to help one another during this time. Lori Egan states that Jihan has such a positive attitude despite many changes. Jihan truly realizes that this is just a small bump in the road and is thankful, so thankful that her family is together, the most important thing. Jihan not only gives to her family, but volunteers to help other students, and listen to this, she has given close to 300 hours of community service. That's awesome. Lori Egan says that Jihan deserves this award because she maintains a 4.0 grade point average with the most positive outlook and smile despite many tough days. Akayla Trudell, another senior at Northglenn High School, was nominated by Lanny Thomas. Akayla has faced a tremendous uphill battle this year and has accomplished things that no other student can even come close to comparing to. Akayla is a very smart student, but prior to this year lacked motivation in school and in her success. Akela made the decision for herself and her future to change. She was behind in credits and enrolled in online credit recovery, 8 online classes in 1 semester. Wow. A typical student struggles to complete even 1 online class. She is now ahead in credits and will graduate in May. Lanny Thomas states that she cannot wait to see what Akela accomplishes in college next year. Akela definitely broke the mold of what others' opinions of her were and made a conscious decision that she was capable of more than she was giving to school. She now is successful in school and will do great things in her life. Lanny says that Akela is a wonderful and positive example for her 4 younger siblings, modeling that hard work and determination will pay off. Akela is living proof that you are more than your past and that you can set your mind on a goal and you can make it. Akela is the definition of overcoming personal adversity and is now working towards her goal of attending college. America Velasquez is a senior at Northglenn High School and was nominated by Lindsay Leuenberger-Klotch. During the first 2 years of high school, America did not focus on school or making the best choices in friends. She found her grades dropping and began to care less. Remembering promises that she had made to her mother and herself, she started to set new goals to get A's and B's her junior year. Since that time, she has met and exceeded that goal. She attributes her success from personal challenges to her family and the teachers that have inspired, encouraged, and saw the potential in her. America believes that graduating high school and pursuing a college education will make everyone that believed in her so very proud. America has volunteered not only at Northglenn High School, but at North Star Elementary School, giving over 100 hours. Lindsay states that she is a one-of-a-kind student who goes above and beyond every day in helping her family, classmates, friends, and community. America still focuses on what her mother told her. Remember, no matter what your situation is, if you work hard, you're going to be able to do whatever you set your mind to. Reach for the stars. Lachelle Vornholt is a senior at Northglenn High School and was nominated by Daleen Bricker. Lachelle has had many personal adversities to overcome in her life. She has dealt with health issues and a serious accident. Many who didn't take the time to understand bullied Lachelle, causing much anxiety and difficulty in school. Her great-grandmother was a huge source of encouragement and support to her before her passing. Her great-grandmother is in her heart, pushing her to do her very best. Currently, Lachelle has a 3.5 GPA and looks forward to graduation. Following in her great-grandmother's steps, she is now the support of family, members, peers, and friends. She has become a very strong person. Daleen states that she has never heard Lachelle use her disease, loss, or family issues as an excuse. You would never know how much she has had. You would never know that she's had so much turmoil and adversity in her life because she always wants to help others. William Volvan is a senior at Northglenn High School and was nominated by Daleen Bricker and Annie Eden. At the very young age of 16, William left very difficult family circumstances to be on his own. He has moved from house to house, working every day to become the man he wants to be. He works 38 hours a week and attends school. He is responsible for the clothes he wears and the food he eats. Annie Eden says that William exemplifies a student who has taken charge of his own identity. William has learned to achieve success in school, manage finances, and take care of his own health. No one has ever told William that he had the right to hope to be happy. Daleen states that William has a sense of clarity of who he wants to become. He works 38 hours per week while maintaining his grades in his honors classes. He's the youngest manager at the Armadillo restaurant here in Northglenn, becoming the youngest official training coordinator. He even purchased his very own car at 17. William states that his past has provided him with an opportunity to determine his own life course. What I am and what I come from are two entirely different pictures. I am perseverance, I am faith, I am determination, and I am the man I knew I could be. William has the rare gift of not only being optimistic, but the ability to translate that hope and positivity onto others. William's goal is to be a police officer, wouldn't that be awesome, in the future. Last but not least, we have Benjamin Fisher Whalen. He's a senior at Northglenn High School, pardon me, and was nominated by Anna Fowler and Principal Sherry Blunt. Despite difficult circumstances, Ben has handled himself with such maturity that Anna Fowler wanted to nominate him for this honor. Ben is very focused on graduation, college, and a career in business. Ben has been very involved with DECA for 2 years and demonstrates excellent leadership skills. He's creative, thorough, and an excellent problem solver who works well with teams or by himself. I think we need him here at Northglenn, don't you guys? Ben has served as president and co-president of DECA, but he's not in it for the title or for the glory, but rather he serves with pride and integrity. Ben runs weekly officer meetings, organizes events, participates in recruiting opportunities, and is an excellent example of what a leader should and could be. Ben continues to focus on studying, practicing for upcoming competitions, and encouraging others to do the same. Ben has overcome many personal challenges in his home life and has excelled not only as a student, but as a leader. Let's give all these amazing students a Could I ask Mayor Downing and our City Council to join me down here? The students will be called individually, and you'll have a chance to meet the council and receive your certificate. And then, of course, the best part follows, cake and punch, for a brief recess right after that, okay? Thank you.
So Jenny, are you going to,
I would love it if you...
all right,
if you did.
all right, I can do that. Okay, first is Oscar Hernandez. Oscar. Would you like to say something?
Thank you, Ms. Fowler and my principal for nominating me for this award, and everybody else that has pushed me to do better, and thank you.
Great. Thank you. Next is Joelle Martinez. Joelle? Would you like to say something?
I want to thank my family.
Take your time.
Another one. Look what you guys have started.
She's going to make us though.
And he has pushed me.
Oscar Martinez. Oscar. Would you like to say something?
Yes.
All right.
I would like to thank Joe Martinez for nominating me and for my family pushing me and supporting me for what has happened over the years.
Thank you. Okay, great. All right. Alexander Montelango. Congratulations. Thank you. There we go. Would you like to say something to your family?
I'd like to thank my family and everybody in the council at Northglenn High School.
Okay. Okay. We have Julissa Padilla Mora. Congratulations. Thank you. Would you like to say something?
I just want to congratulate everybody that got this award and thank you for my parents and Ms. Stan for nominating me. Thank you.
Now, I'm going to apologize because I'm not sure if I'm going to say this right. Jahan? Okay. Is he, okay, all right. There we go. All right. I'm sorry. Would you like to say something?
I would first of all like to thank Ms. Blunt and Ms. Egan for nominating me and thinking me capable of receiving this award, and also my family for always supporting me through the tough times we've been through. So yeah, thank you everybody.
Great. Akela Tuttle. Akela? Yes, thanks for that. Do you want to say something to me?
Thanks to Ms. Thomas for nominating me and anybody who helped keep me motivated to do it.
America Velasquez. America.
I want to thank my family. Unfortunately, we couldn't be here. So I want to thank Ms. Lunenberger for awarding me. And Miguel girls.
Okay. This is so great. Congratulations. Okay, we have, I believe, Lachelle Bornholt. Lachelle? She probably can't make it, so we'll make sure she gets this award. Next, William Bovan. Congratulations.
First and foremost, I'd like to say that I'm extremely humbled and honored to be up here today. After hearing the backstories on what some of these students have undergone and the perseverance that they have shown throughout this, it's extremely humbling and inspiring, and I have nothing but the utmost respect for you. Thank you, Ms. Eden and Ms. Bricker, for this recognition, and I'm happy and honored to be up here, so thank you very much.
Okay, next we have Benjamin Fisher Whalen. Thank you. Would you like to say something?
Yeah, I would like to thank my principal and Ms. Fowler for nominating me, and Ms. Fowler for being a great tech advisor. I'd also like to thank my family for just staying strong through tough times.
Before we break, I do want to thank every single instructor or counselor that has nominated these great kids. And I want to congratulate all of you for all the hard work and all you have overcome. So a big round of applause for all of you. A 10-minute break, okay? So we can all have cake and punch. All right, so we're recessed and you can go have some fun here. Okay, the next is public invited to be heard, 5 minutes per speaker. Statements should be related to city business and limited to matters of community interest. Is there anyone that would like to speak to council for up to 5 minutes? And I see the honorary sheriff.
Well, good evening. How are you?
Good.
Mike McIntosh, I'm the Sheriff of Adams County. I've been in office now for a little over a year, working towards a year and a half. And really, I've been going around to the cities in Adams County, just kind of talking about what's been going on in the Sheriff's office for the last year since I took office. And most of you know that in 2015, we were, from 14 to 15, we were in a lawsuit that involved municipal inmates within our facility, the Board of County Commissioners, and some of the cities within Adams County, and the sheriff. I inherited that lawsuit when I won the election, and one of the first things that I wanted to do was make sure that we worked together, the Board of County Commissioners, the cities, and the sheriff, to come to a resolution that was going to be amiable to all three parties. And I just wanted to, first of all, just thank you, Mayor, and the council for the work that they put into that, and really just coming around the sheriff's office and making sure that we got something that was going to benefit not just unincorporated Adams County, but all of Adams County. As the Chief Law Enforcement Officer in Adams County, public safety obviously is my number one concern, and it isn't just where our deputies are working, it's where all law enforcement is working throughout Adams County. And I wanted to make sure that we are meeting those needs. And I think that through that resolution, I think that we are doing just that. I can tell you that on a daily basis, I watch the inmate population at the jail, and I also watch the municipal inmate population at the jail. That cap was moved from 60 to 80. I don't think that we've even got close to 80 yet. I think that 74 is the highest that it's gone since that resolution has been in place. So it's important for me to make sure that all of the city's needs are being met when it comes to that. The jail population itself has stayed and hovered below 1,000. Most days it's right at about 950. And I attribute that to what we decided to do with our municipal inmates and what we've decided to do with those folks that we decide need to be in the jail. And I think that the judges in the cities and the district and county court judges have done a great job of making sure that we're putting the right people in that facility. Public safety, again, is my number one concern. But, I had a judge tell me at one point that if we're mad at somebody, that's not the place to put them. The jail is not a place for that. If we're afraid of somebody because of what they're doing in our communities, then they need to be in our facility. And I think that that's a great philosophy to live by. And I think that the cities collectively have done that, and it has allowed us to operate and run the jail and really make sure that our communities are safe and that we have the right people in jail. So I thank you for going through that process with us. I know that it was a painful process. Again, it was one that I inherited, but one that I wanted to resolve as quickly as I could once I got into office. And through the work of the cities and the work with the Board of County Commissioners, we were able to do that. And as you know, we were able to sign that resolution in August. And I think that it's been working very, very well. So I wanted to come and thank you for that. The other piece as it relates to the city of Northglenn, I don't know how much you know about your police department. I would imagine that you know and hear quite a bit, but I don't know if you know how collaborative your police department is. And your police chief and I go back quite a few years and have kind of grown up in our respective agencies together. And I can tell you that it is wonderful to have partners like Jim that I can call upon, and we can collaborate back and forth together. He has been a great partner and continues to be a great partner. You've got a police department that is a very honorable police agency. You have got great men and women that are working there, and I can tell you that I know that firsthand because for the last several years, most of the new officers have gone through the academy out at our training facility, and the quality of applicants that you are putting into that academy that are then coming out, and I think that the majority of them make it through the FTO program. It's commendable. So your HR department, what they're doing when they're out there recruiting and hiring those folks, and then the police department, their partnership that they have with us. Your traffic team comes out and teaches in the academy, and you'll have other officers that will come out and assist in the academy. And I just really appreciate that partnership that we've been able to forge over the years, but specifically over the last year and a half as I've been in office. And then last, I just wanted to bring to kind of your attention that when I took office, I started a new team, which is called the Community Connection Team. And our mission is unity through trust and trust through connection. And I believe that we need to work very, very hard at ensuring that we keep the trust of the communities that we serve. And I don't think that happens on accident. I think that we need to be out there ensuring that we are visible, that we are approachable, and that we are folks who are trustworthy. And so Deputy Kaiser and Deputy Overton two of the members that are a part of that team. And they're really, what I like to say is the face of the agency. They're the ones that you would contact if you need something from the sheriff's office, if you want to partner with something, if there's a problem. They're kind of that first initial contact with the community and the sheriff's office. And then collectively, we can kind of come together and solve whatever issue may be out there that we need to tackle. And I have appreciated the work that they do and carrying that forward. It's a big job, but one that is very, very important, and one that is going to keep, in my opinion, keep our community safe. So just wanted to be before you this evening and express some of those thoughts and ideas that I had, and stand before you and ask if you have any questions of me.
Are there any questions of the sheriff? None? Well, thank you for all you do. Thank you. And thank you for coming this evening. So thank you.
And you also have some great kids, huh?
Aren't they?
Oh,
It's
my
just
goodness.
amazing.
That was wonderful to be a part of. So a lot to be
I'm
proud
glad
of.
you were here to see that.
Me
That's
too.
great.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Okay. And thank you for coming. Is there anyone else who would like to speak to council for up to 5 minutes? Seeing no one approach, we'll move on the agenda to the consent agenda.
Move to approve.
Second.
Please open the vote.
The vote is open.
Please vote.
I'll close that vote, and the consent agenda passes unanimously.
Next is resolutions, and the first one is CR 24.
A resolution to authorize the city manager to issue purchase orders for a total amount not to exceed $67,133 for the purchase of city vehicles.
Second. David?
Mayor, council members, these two vehicles are in the wastewater capital equipment budget. As you can see, we got O'Mara Ford's pricing here. There's not much difference between the two prices, but we felt obligated to at least bring the low price to council, and the resolution states that.
Okay. Discussion? Hearing none, please open the vote.
Vote is open.
Please vote.
We'll close that vote, and CR 24 passes unanimously.
Thank you. Next is CR 26.
A resolution to authorize the city manager to issue a purchase order for an amount not to exceed $54,133.69 for the purchase of police department radios.
Second.
Council members, this is the police department's initial effort to move from broadband to narrowband radios, and we're planning on purchasing 13 radios this year. We need to do a total of 70 over the next 2 or 3 years.
Discussion? Hearing none, please open the vote.
Vote is open.
Please vote.
I will close that vote, and CR 26 passes unanimously.
Okay. Next is CR 28.
A resolution appointing James Hayes as city manager and approving the employment agreement between the city of Northglenn and James Hayes effective April 18, 2016.
Move to approve.
Second.
Okay. David, did you have anything, or Corey?
Good evening, Mayor and Council. Based on the direction you gave me, I offered you the employment agreement with Mr. Hayes to start April 18th. Mr. Hayes would have been here tonight, but he had a commitment to do presentations in front of his current employer, the Commerce City Council, so he asked me to certainly give his apologies, but he thought he should still attend to his business in Commerce City.
Thank you. Discussion? Hearing none, please open the vote.
Vote is open.
Please vote.
I will close that vote, and CR 28 passes unanimously.
Thank you. Next is CR 29.
A resolution confirming the Northglenn Arts and Humanities Foundation's designation as the agency created as the scientific or cultural agency seeking funds from the Scientific and Cultural Facilities District on behalf of the city of Northglenn.
Move to approve.
Second.
Council members, last week at study, we had two people here that represented this great foundation, the Scientific and Cultural Facilities District. They passed a resolution last year, and I'll just read what we have here for the people that are viewing this tonight. So by this year, the city is to create an eligible local government entity must have and adopt a formal resolution evidencing the creation of a scientific or cultural agency seeking SCFD funds and must maintain for such entity a special revenue fund or similarly segregated fund, separate and distinct from the local government's general or other funds, such as special revenue funds can be separately audited, and this resolution will do just that.
Thank you. Discussion? Hearing none, please open the vote.
The vote is open.
Please vote.
I will close that vote, and CR 29 passes unanimously.
Thank you. I will now recess the regular council meeting and bring to order the Marijuana Licensing Board. Joanna, would you call the roll, please?
Mayor Downing?
Here.
Mayor Pro Tem Dodge?
Here.
Councilmember Snetzinger?
Here.
Councilmember Mullica?
Here.
Councilmember Sowers?
Here.
Councilmember Joe Brown?
Here.
Councilmember Becky Brown?
Here.
Councilmember Whitman?
Here.
Councilmember Escabel?
Here.
Thank you. Next on the agenda is the approval of minutes from February 22nd, 2016.
Move to approve.
Second. Okay. Discussion? Hearing none, please open the vote.
The vote is open.
Please vote.
I'll close that vote, and the motion to approve the minutes of the February 22nd, 2016 meeting passes unanimously.
Thank you. Next on the agenda is Resolution CR 31, approving transfer of ownership of 20% interest of Botanicare LLC, doing business as Be Good, to Sherry Hackett.
Move to approve. Second.
Is there discussion? Hearing none, please open the vote.
The vote is open.
Please vote.
I'll close that vote, and CR 31 passes with 1 no vote cast by Councilmember Snetzinger.
Thank you. We will now adjourn the Marijuana Licensing Board and reconvene the regular council meeting, and we will, next on the agenda is communications, and we'll start with Kim.
Okay. First, I just wanted to say thanks to all the youth that we recognized this evening. As I wrote down information as they came about, it just struck me how many of them personally or their families have had such serious medical issues to overcome, and yet they were all here smiling and happy and even thanked everybody. So just excellent job by those kids, and they're all gonna go a long way. So congratulations to them. The Parks and Recreation Advisory Board met last Thursday. They approved 4 vendor licenses, and we also received the 2015 annual report for the department. It's quite a few pages of really small type. Hopefully you all will get one of these. They're going to do a condensed version that'll be available on the website and everything. But we do a lot of stuff in our Parks and Rec and in all of our departments, and this is just a nice piece that showcased what they did last year.
Great.
So that was really good. And then thanks to Public Works and the Police Department for bringing in bids that are under budget. I always like to see that, and I didn't get a chance to say that, so congratulations on that. I think that's just really nice to happen. April 16th is the Shred-a-thon and Electronics Take Back, sponsored by the Police Department, the city, Horizons North. I'm sure there's other people too, but that's our annual event. And then also, just since the high school is over in our neck of the woods with Antonio and I, congratulations to the high school and the STEMS program as being selected the first in the state for the P-TECH program, and that's Pathways in Technology Early College High Schools program, and they'll start that next year, and the students will get their high school diploma along with college credits for an associate's degree of applied science and computer information systems at no cost to the students. So right. I think this is a huge, yay, we did it here for the Northglenn High School, and certainly recognition for our city. So I think that's it. Thank you.
I just want to echo what Kim said. I think tonight was amazing to hear some of these stories and see what these kids are really doing in our community. And so kudos to all the teachers and principals out there that are working with these kids. And so a couple things. Marcy and I had our ward meeting last week, and we had about 25, 30 people show up, and I thought it was really good. We were able to get some information out to them that they were curious about, and so I thought overall it was really good. Last night, some of us had the pleasure of attending the Ralston House dinner and hearing some of the amazing things they do with the Ralston House, and talk about just a proud moment seeing that that's going to be in our city, or it is in our city, and the work that we continue to do with that. Another thing is, I drove the highway today and the HOV lanes are open, and it was amazing. I mean, the traffic was just flying by, and I loved it. And so I believe it's free for the next month or so, and then they're going to start charging. But it was really nice.
Close to June they'll start charging.
Yeah,
so.
it was definitely nice. So that's going to be a great thing, I think. And then this Saturday we have the Highline Canal cleanup, and so I encourage everyone to, if you're available, to come out and help out with that.
Great, thank you.
Yeah, I would just want to echo what everyone else has said about Adams County youth. We're lucky to have you within our city, and I will be there Saturday.
Okay.
Well, we met with NERA last week, the NERA board meeting, moving forward with the Community Center Drive median project, which everybody I'm sure is aware of. And basically, I mean, that was the biggest thing, except for the drainage over at the Garland Center. I'm sorry, not Garland Center, over at Huron.
Okay.
So, which is going to be pretty extensive, but that's still in the works, so.
Okay.
And wait, there was something else. Don't even look.
I don't know.
The business anniversary cards are upstairs, so if anybody hasn't signed them, please go sign them.
Okay.
And I'm done.
You are done. I have to echo, what the rest of council has said. I'm just so proud of the kids and all they've accomplished and all the things they've gone through. I mean, they're just wonderful. We're so proud to have them. I did attend the press conference for the PTEC, for when the kids, the high school got the grant, for those kiddos. They will start the program in August, is when they're starting it. Awesome. And right now it is just in the scientific technology aid arena, but they will be expanding it. They're trying to expand it. And it will be open to the juniors and seniors right now, but they're hoping to do even more. So that's I'm so proud of the school district and what we have from a few years ago to what we are now. There's a waiting list, they said, of about almost 400 kids to get into that school. So that is truly amazing. I did go to National League of Cities over the weekend and attended several workshops and conferences. I'm on the steering committee for small communities as well as public safety. And the big issue right now in just about every workshop is there is definitely an epidemic nationwide of heroin and the use of heroin. And so they're trying to come together and they try to figure out how they can reduce it and how they can get a handle on it, because it's everywhere. So I'm actually on the Metro Mayor's task force for the public safety also, so we're going to try to work together with the National League of Cities.
Okay, and I would just like to remind everyone that this Friday, the 18th, will be the third in the series of the a cappella concerts. The band is called LMNOP, and they're a contemporary a cappella group. So please come support the arts in Northglenn, because it's a great program. And then the next morning is Saturday, and I can't sleep in, which really kills me because I always do the canal cleanup, so I will be here also. But please volunteer. It's a great way to keep Northglenn clean, and we only do it once a year, and we do a great job. So much trash is picked up, and everybody has a really good time, and they serve pizza afterwards, so please help. Yes, and this month's senior luncheon will be held at the Red Lobster on the last Friday, Friday the 25th at noon. So seniors out there, please come hear your business meeting and eat some good food at Red Lobster. And that's it.
That sounds great. I'd just like to take a minute and echo Kyle's statement about all the wonderful children that we have here in Northglenn. I was thoroughly impressed by their stories, although they were a little, wanted to cry every once in a while, but I think that as a community we've done a really good job with our students, our just everybody, and I'm very proud to live here in Northglenn. Sorry, kind of weak. I wanted to remind everybody that Planning Commission picks back up tomorrow night, so if you're available, please come to the meeting. And the Ward 2 meeting is going to be on Wednesday from 6:30 to 8 o'clock at the M&O building over on Claude Court. So please check your mail for your invite.
And we definitely heard loud and clear at the ward meeting that people appreciated the postcards as opposed to flyers. So thank you to staff for making that change. Thanks to all the residents for coming out and for staff for coming, and Jim did a great job, so thank you for that. And at the last communications, I mentioned that the Anything Library was trying to get a NASA astronaut here this month for Space Month, and they do. So we will have NASA astronaut, I'm sorry, I'm gonna mess this up. I think it's Kygel Lindgren. He did 141 days in space, and that will be March 23rd at 5:30 at the York Street Library. So very fun to be able to have that as part of the Anything community here, and I hope folks can get out and meet him. That's all.
I want to echo. We do have a bunch of kids here in Northglenn. I was privileged to work at Northglenn on 2 different occasions, in 2002 through 4, and then back 5 through 7. And that school has made a 180-degree turn under the leadership of Sherry Blunt. She is amazing, the staff is amazing, and the kids are even more amazing. When I go in there, I can't believe this is the same school that it was.
That's right.
One of my students was the sister of one of the award winners.
Really?
Yeah, she kept looking at me, she said, "Don't I know you?" And I said, "You look familiar." And then when she told me her name was Brisa, I said, "Of course, there's only one Brisa in this whole world. How can I not remember you?" So we had a fun time reuniting and talking, and that's why I was late. I apologize for that, but that's it. Great.
Great, thank you. Joanna?
I have nothing tonight, Mayor.
David?
Just a couple things. Just recently, Aurora has passed and executed their IGA for the Ralston House, so we now have all the IGAs, and a few hours ago I sent all of council the request for proposal for design services. So I'm hopeful that gets, I'm planning to post it a week from this Tuesday, which I believe is March 22nd. So I hope you like it. That's for your information. My only request is that you sort of keep it tight for the vest right now until I get it posted. I suspect that we'll have quite a bit of interest in the area, and I just would like to have bidders be consistent when they get all their information. On that same line, I went to the charity event last night as well. Our table with Jim there, we were fortunate to win one of the silent auction items, and that was it may sound funny, but it was a custom handmade birdhouse that happened to have the same kind of colors that Ralston has on their logo, which is white, blue, and yellow. So Jim is planning on donating that to the Ralston House when it opens on behalf of City Council, and to hope to keep the atmosphere for the visitors that come there always happy when they come in. So I just want to thank Jim for doing that.
It's our first donation to the new Northglenn facility. Yes. Thank you, Jim, for doing that. Thank you.
That's all I have.
All right.
Nothing this evening.
All right, thank you. All right, next on the agenda is public invited to be heard, 3 minutes per speaker. Is there anyone here that would like to speak to council? I'm looking right at you.
We all are.
No, okay.
Thanks for hanging out the whole meeting.
That's right, okay. Well, seeing no one approach, we are adjourned. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mayor.
I hope I said I hope it was some rain, just